All right, the Solstice 2025 event is going on for 2 weeks now instead of 3 weeks normally. We're gonna go a bit of a rundown of the event, talking about the rewards and how to grind, XP, the title and gilding it. It's very easy. The glows, where is the elemental glows? Why does not exist? And what activity you should be grinding and what you should be looking out for. Getting tier 4s and tier 5s. Just a little bit of a quick showcase here of grinding. I'm 400 plus, but according to reports, you can be Guardian rank 7 in your journey over here, and you should be getting tier 5 drops by doing A ranks or higher in your activities. But being rank 9, doing Grandmaster activities, have been guaranteeing tier 5 drops. You can see we go to our vault here. You can see we have been getting a lot by playing activities in the portal. So let's explain how this works basically. So if you head over to our portal real quick, you can see when we hover over anything that have a bonus focus, you can see there's a bonus reward for a distorted Solstice engram, depending on your Guardian rank, 7 and above. And getting an A grade mostly will give you a tier 5 drop, but only for that activity of a bonus drop or bonus focus. So people will be saying, oh, Caldera, grinding over and over again, but tomorrow will be different. It won't be Caldera tomorrow. So is that going to be the same meme? I know it's a meme, but still, I'm just trying to say is that it is not a Caldera farming simulator. Okay, I don't think that's the best activity to grind. I have a better one, and we'll show it in a second here. But here you can just do the playlist as well. You can do Fire Team, each of these right here, hover them over, bonus rewards. These can give tier 5s if you get at least an A rank or higher, or maybe even B+. Pinnacle is the same thing. But here we have the special game mode for this event, which is going to be the Solstice Scorched. The way this works is it's Scorch game mode. You'll be using Scorch cannons, and it'll rotate between Clash, Control, or Rift. There's the biggest difference between all that. But this gives you, if you get an A rank during this activity, you will get double the rewards. You'll get two drops, and most of the time it'll be tier 2. Though Bungie has said on Twitter or on anywhere else that if you do get a reward like this is the tier 5 drop with the special shader on it, you will get a armor as well, a tier 5 armor as well. So I've been getting a lot of these drops here from playing Team Scorch. And Team Scorch, I can give some tips here and there. People may not like it a lot. I usually get about 20-30 kills per match, which is enough for an A rank, even if I lose. But we can show you guys some footage here. But yeah, it's not for everybody, but it is for me. I've been grinding that a lot, and it's been giving me tons of loot. Okay, so I rather grind that instead of farming Caldera, to be honest with you. Okay, I can't really speak about console players. I mean, it's not needed, but having the option to flick your character by hitting the floor very fast, I think it's very beneficial. But you don't have to, obviously. But the main things to really look for when you're playing Scorched in general is a couple things. One is knowing how the Scorch cannon works. You hold it down, right, to shoot it. You still want to keep holding on like a grenade launcher. You hold it, and it will, if you hold it for like 1 second and you let go, it will blow up in the air, or it can stick to a wall and charge it up, and it'll do damage, a giant AoE the longer you hold it, basically. You just got to learn pretty much how long by depth perception until you want to hit somebody. A lot of times when it comes to aiming, direct body shots are good, but aiming a little bit above their head will kill, and a little bit under them, they're dropping in the air, will kill. You don't have to be too, like, it's like very vertical beside each other, not so much. Also looking at walls, either you predict their movement from hitting. Okay, they jump in the air, it's a hunter, they have 2 jumps only, and they're about to land, aim for the floor, you know what I mean? If they're like if you launch them to the left and they go to a wall, then aim at the wall and hit the wall, they most likely will die. Okay, So a lot of times it is straight up just practice, you know. You do need a lot of kills. If you lose, you need to get an A rank and stuff. But you can see that it just takes practice, you know. You gotta just, it is difficult, don't get me wrong. It is hard to aim up, it is hard to aim down, and all that stuff. With Rift, you want to use movement, of course. I died because I mantled there, but it's all about movement and not just tunnel vision. Don't tunnel vision. Tunnel vision on the Rift, like if it's on the floor, maybe try to clear the enemies around, you know. For control, don't just try to capture it, you know, maybe capture halfway, then if someone's coming, then move off it. One other big tip is the radar. You're going to be using your radar as much as you can. You need to know the direction they're coming in all the time, you know. That's so you can not run into like a hallway and then die. Okay, try not to just walk straight, you know. I know hunters have a bit of an issue because warlocks can just hover over and titans can just you know, float as well. But titans can be a bit slippery sometimes if you do it correctly. So yeah, that's just the gist of it. You know, I'm not gonna go into full detail. I made a video a long time ago talking about how to play Team Scorch. It's still kind of relevant, I think, to a certain degree. Some differences, like you know, their enemies are much easier to spot. They have like a red Scorch cannon and they're the red lights, so it's a bit easier to find. You can also, if you want to, instead of, you know, flicking your camera, you can just put a Scorch on the floor and just walk on top of it and then launch yourself from there, basically. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I have a very cool clip here though in this game of getting the Rift. Wasn't like here, so you can see here you can get revived in this game mode, which is different for just in Rift. You can see here, this is what I talk about, like movement with Rifts. It's very hard for people to hit you if they don't do it right. You know, like all this, like this makes it so much easier to capture and stuff. Like they're not gonna really hit you. There's no way. You know what I mean? So you can literally just win. And mercy rules make this very fast. You can get rewards very fast if you mercy rule them and control. Rift is 3-0 or maybe it's 3 above. It is, Rift is the longest, obviously. If it's mostly going to time out unless someone captures anything. But control and clash can be mercy ruled pretty easily if the other team isn't that great. But you might get some people like me that love Scorched and will get it. So I heard the reward screens here. I'm showing you guys the loot and things are dropping for the most part. We did win this match. We got that's a Pinnacle drop. Don't worry about that. We got a tier 5 boots there from winning and getting a rank on that. Now you might be wondering, I said that there's ×2 drops, right? It is because here's this. For some odd reason, getting the double drops from Scorch Cannon, you will see the tier 5 drops. Sometimes you might see it, both of them on the screen, but I guess you get so much loot that for some reason it goes straight to your Postmaster for some reason. So, you know, if you're farming Scorched, please eventually go to your Postmaster. It'll probably tell you as a notification it's full. There is a reason why it's full. There isn't crap in there. It's literally once you go to your Postmaster. I go to Caldera for this. It's the fastest load in my opinion before going Postmaster. But you can see here, there it is. Here are all my tier 5s from Scorched. So you can see I am getting double loot, as you can see. Like I don't know how much I played today. Not like maybe 15 matches. And you can see we all have all this in our inventory. Then also we have all this in our Postmaster as well. So up to you how you feel about that. And they're tier 5s. You can see. Look, see. All tier 5s. Right. They're all there. You know. I don't read them at all because I might focus a couple of them for good drops. And they drop at power. Or at my power. Actually, do they? Are they? Wait. They're dropping at Pinnacle. Wait, what? No, they're not dropping at Pinnacle. They're dropping at my power. I haven't. No, wait. They're dropping at +1. Wait, are they? No. They're dropping at my power. No, that's my power. No, they're dropping at my power. That's right. I don't know. I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, now I'm going crazy. Anyways, so that's that. That is my activity at the grind. We need to get an A or maybe a B plus in order for it to be beneficial. But of course, everybody's been farming Caldera or whatever the solo ops for that day is. That was the gist of it for rewards, activity stuff, all that good stuff. Now, let's go over the event and what we're looking at here. So you want to go to Eva Levante in the tower to start the quest. You want to go do some portal activities with the modifiers, and you want to do some activities. Each time you do an activity, you will get XP. Depending on the difficulty of the XP or difficulty of the activity, you will get more XP for the event rank. I've played a lot of Grandmaster difficulty, a lot of Master difficulty, portal activities, and the Crucible activity, of course. And every time you play an activity, you also get currency for the Solstice alloy. The more harder activity, same thing with XP, you will get more currency. So for Scorch, you'll be getting 15 currency. For Grandmaster Solo, I was getting, I think it was 25 per clear. Fire Team Master was giving me 32, and maybe Grandmaster gives me more. I'm not entirely sure. I forgot. I should have checked, but I didn't check. So harder activities give a lot more, and this currency is used to buy the armor. Now, before you buy the armor, if you want to get weapon drops, okay, weapon drops for the the bow, grenade launcher, and the submachine gun, then you can not redeem any of the armor yet. And every time you get a Solstice drop, you will get weapons only. But of course, if you want to complete the title, you have to go ahead and get the armor first. But I think I didn't test it out because I got lazy. But I'm pretty sure if you just join a different character, it doesn't have the armor unlocked, then you should just get weapons only. So if you want to farm weapons, or you want to get the title, then do it on a character that you're not going to grind on. And then if you want to get weapons, then grind on a character that doesn't have anything unlocked, basically. And since the currency is account-wide, you can grind as much as you can. Maybe 500 might be the cap, because the cap for Arms Week was 500, but I don't know. And maybe not. There may not be a cap for it. Then you can just grind as much as you want, and you can just unlock the armor later at the end. But though, very important information. Now, we're going to go over if you're, of course, 400 power. The only way to earn the easy way, or the only way to earn power is by Pinnacle Drops, basically. And Pinnacle Drops, they drop like every 10 activities, 8 activities by chance. And it gives you +3 power. In this event, you can get about 18 Pinnacle Drops if you do it right. You get the 3 from the 3 weapons, the bow, this, and that. Do it correctly, you can get at least a couple power +1s there. And then the armor that you buy for 100 Solstice alloy, you will get each of this is a Pinnacle Drop. And then if you go on a different character, those are also Pinnacle Drops as well. So you can get 15 or 3 armor pieces for each slot, or whatever, you know what I mean. 3 different chances, or 5, whatever, 15 Pinnacle Drop armor, 1 for each piece of your armor set, basically. So you can, pick and choose when you want to do it. Do 1 and then start grinding your power up, and then do it again over time. This would help a lot in the power grind. +400. I'm not sure how useful it is, of course, under 400, but this is be very useful. This has given me at least +8 power from grinding for a bit, so very nice. So with that said, now the armor. So armor set, it is a solar set. You use a set over here. Rapid solar final blows heal you, and then yeah, so very nice set. If you have a solo build or just want to use solo weapons, then that works out too as well. Now, what were we talking about here? The cost for the armor, it's 100 per, so you need 500 currency to unlock all of it. And then to get the glows, it's 50 per, so it's about 250 currency each. I'll probably talk about later again for the title, but you're gonna need to be 750 currency to get all of it done for each character. Now, also the armor, you might be wondering, usually there's an elemental glow. Now, look, I'm not trying to be a shell for Bungie, but I can understand why is this happening, but also don't understand as well. So the armor set, as you can see here, where is it? I have it somewhere here. Here it is. Here's armor set, right? All the white glows, right? for Warlock at least. You can see that when we go to our transmogs here, you can see that we have the armor from 2011. I don't know when this was, a long time ago. Here, the Solstice hood. You can see there is elemental glow, but this is from the past set, from a very one of the first few Solstice events in Destiny 2. And you can see it's pretty much, it's a 1-to-1, right? It's the same glows, it's the same set, same outfit, basically, you can see. But the difference, the main thing is that, okay, well, that makes sense. Like, yeah, this armor set didn't have a white glow when it released, so yeah, it makes sense to add one for this one, right? But usually you would go to the store and you go to the event page and you can buy the armor sets for Brightdust. But for some reason, this is the only armor set that still can't be bought for Brightdust. So you would think that you can go ahead and just buy the set for Brightdust and match the set that we have right now. It's the same robes and same armor, but the glow doesn't exist, white glow. So I thought it made sense, but you can't. So you should be able to buy all of these armor here, ornaments here for Brightdust. It says for silver here, but because I already bought them, the option doesn't pop up anymore. But they should all be, I could be wrong, I'm pretty sure these should all be for Brightdust. I bought these when they came out for Brightdust, but I can't see them now. 6,000 Brightdust, which you get a lot of Brightdust for this season at least. And then they have this armor set instead of having the glow armor, because like they can't have one because they already have one. One already exists. This is the armor set for the Warlock, and they have like a bunch of like floaties and Titans, whatever has one as well. But it does, when you hover over it, it says some elements react to gameplay. Now, I try to figure out what this meant, but I don't play on a fire team, so I don't know them playing in like the matchmaking. I don't know what it means still. I'm sure somebody else will have the information for that, but I don't know. It does something apparently, but I have no clue at all. So there you go. That's the armor stuff. That's the elemental glow stuff and glowing stuff. Now, let's go over one last thing, couple of things still we have here in the Solstice tab. We have daily challenges, all the same. You get XP, and you can also use reroll chips to reroll the ones you finish here to get more XP. But of course, like I said earlier in the video, you can get XP by playing portal activities and playing the Crucible matches as well. You'll get currency for event tokens. You can redeem the event tokens over here. These are based off your Guardian rank. I'm Guardian rank 9. I can get tier 4 drops if I buy these, but of course I've been getting tier 5 drops from being Guardian 9. We could be Guardian 7 to get tier 5 as well from the drops. You can buy all this stuff if you want to, up to you. But remember, these event tokens expire, so make sure you spend them. I didn't spend them last time, so I just forgot. Now, let's go over the title. Title is very simple. There is 8 triumphs to unlock the title, and then extra 4 to get the gilding of it. I've gilded 3 times. The past one's a bit harder. This one's probably the easiest because it's only 2 weeks only, and everything could be done in about 7 to 6 hours-ish for the most part. I don't have it done because this is the long parts. And I will say also that if you did have the title before this event started, you can skip these triumphs here, and you can just do the gilding. Gilding should be unlocked automatically if you have the title already, so you could just gild it without doing the first part. But you're going to do this accidentally if you're going to grind for the most part. So let's go ahead and talk about the triumphs real quick, and the things I kind of did for this. So this one we have like a phoenix. Unlock your first Solstice armor during the event. You're going to go ahead and spend 100 Solstice alloy on one of the pieces here, and that will do it. There will be a quest that Evil Levante gives you, and if you finish that quest, she gives you a memento. Those things still exist apparently. Then we have unlock all of the armor. So very simple. Instead of buying just one, you can buy all of them for 500 currency. And like I said earlier, they're Pinnacle Drops, so make sure not to just redeem all of them at the same time. It would be very bad if you're plus 400. And then we have reach rank 15. Obviously, very simple. You get XP you have playing activities. The harder activity you do, the more XP you get. So I've been playing Grandmaster. Maybe about 3 or 4 Grandmaster solos will give you 1 level. And then obviously the Crucible Scorched gives like 1/10. So like maybe like not even 1/10, maybe like 1/5, 1/6 of a XP bar. Not really. I don't know how's that, how it works. It's just five or six matches will level you up. Basically, that's the best way to say it. So there's that. And then we have Solstice with yourself. Complete 7 Solstice activities or Solstice solo op activities with any Solstice modifier active. And this goes with the same with this one as well. So both of these, either solo ops or fire team ops, as long as you have the modifiers active, which it should be active here anyways, even if you do matchmaking, these are the blue ones here, right? Or you go over here and they'll be active no matter what. So either or, whatever you want to do, this will give you progress for the triumph. Now, if you want to grind like at 400-ish, you know, the ones that you usually have to do is like, I usually do like, I usually do this, no starting weapons and brawn. This right here is enough. You have to be, if you're 400 plus, you have to be a little bit halfway to B plus in order to get an A rank for this. This is good enough. Like, this is good enough to do it. You could do one below possibly without having it be hard difficulty. Instead of being daggers, you could make it, you could just do probably this. This should work maybe. I don't know. This may work if you're a little bit lower powered than 408. On 410 technically, so it's not gonna be, it's a bit difficult to explain it. Anyways, I went a bit off tangent there, but anyways, so 7 of those gives you currency as well, and gives you currency for fire team ops. So it does benefit you, even though like, oh, I don't want to do 7 of these, but hey, it gives you currency in the long run. It helps, but it helps for the other triumphs, for this one and this one, and it all melds together. Then we have complete 7 Solstice Scorched activities. I would queue it up from here. Like I said earlier, it gives you double drops if you get an A at least. So good luck with that. It's very nice. Very easy to do, and I love Scorch. As I said earlier, maybe. It's great game modes. And then we have Around the Sun. So this is by doing all the modifiers. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different modifiers, and it wants to do only 7 for some reason, because 7 is the cool number. So all you need to do is, if for example, when I was doing the 7 solo runs, I just wanted to go, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just go through each one and then play it, and then go to the next one, do that, and then next one, do that, and then next one, do that. You just swap every single time you do a run. And do remember, this has been said many times in other videos and other people and other posts and stuff, but your modifiers save as long as you do the training above normal. If you do all the training ones, your modifiers will save between each run. So yeah, you don't have to redo it every single time. Take note of that. It's very useful information that doesn't get passed along a lot. It does, but at the beginning, would have been nice to know. And then we have the last triumph, Beneath the Sun. Achieve at least a B grade in any portal activity, which is very easy to do. Because I think Crucible, it also, I don't know if it has some modifiers. I think it might work in Crucible, but if it doesn't, then I mean, you should be getting B ranks in solo. Do all the objectives, and you should get B ranks pretty consistently, I would say. Shouldn't be that hard. With that being said, and that should give you the title as long as you grind. The ranks, of course, is a long parts, but if you do play on 3 different characters, it's all account wide, right? So you can just play, again, getting the armor currencies, and yeah. There is that. Now, the gilding. Gilding's very easy, of course. So we have this one. Imbue a full set of Sublime armor with incandescent ingots. This is a bunch of random nonsense words. Like, what the hell? Sublime armor, like incandescent ingots. Like, this was used back in the day, but we don't have these anymore. All it is just go to your Solstice Forge, and you're gonna go ahead and just get 50 currency. So you need 250 currency in order to get all your armor glowed. It turns it into the white armor. As explained earlier, Elemental Glow does not exist in this one at the moment, but probably not for the rest of the event. Could be wrong, who knows? Anyways, and then we have the one that will get done eventually, get to rank 30. No big deal. Just gonna keep playing, get it done. And then we have Sunlight 'em Up. While wearing a complete set of lustrous armor imbued with incandescent ingots, complete a dungeon, a raid, or a portal activity at master or high difficulty, or win rounds in our Trials of Osiris. So, With this one here, when you look at the API, it says 0 to 3. So you think, okay, I gotta play this 3 times. Nope. You only need to do one thing only. Either one dungeon, one raid, or one grandmaster. Maybe even one master might work. The 0 to 3 makes me think it's just trials rounds, which is just rounds, not matches. You just like what 5 rounds in trials, so it's not that hard to do. What I did was that I queued up for grandmaster, and then I just straight up, as soon as I was about to beat the boss, I just swapped. So I had this loadout, and then swap to this without, and obviously remove the lockout activity modifier, and then I just swap to this at the end, and then that's it. I got it done in one go. One grandmaster run, most likely one master run would be good enough as well. And then lastly, we have the last triumph here, which is achieve A grade performance in any productivity with at least one solstice modifier active. This I'm pretty sure I got done passively because since I already had this title already, right? I had the gilding triumphs unlocked, so I was gaining progress for this on my first few activities because I always go for A grade because that's the max rewards, right? So I got this done passively. You don't have to do anything as long as you're always have a solstice modifier on and you're playing the 7 solo ops. Well, actually, this is after you unlock it. Obviously, you gotta play a little bit more. Then that's fine, but different for everybody at that point. But it's just should be very easy to do, so don't worry about it too much. A ranks is very easy to do. Sorry, don't know what's going on here. Well, that's it. That should be everything. When it comes to this event, a little bit of a rundown here. There's timers here. Yeah, hopefully there was some useful information here. Things explained, things are shown to an extent. You can see the difference is that there is 2 different hollows. Like this is the actual skin, but it doesn't. This is the ornament for just tier 5s in general. Every tier 5 has the same ornament, right? You can't shader the ornaments. Oh, you can. Wait, you couldn't for the other one. Oh, it just push it. It doesn't like shader. Like it doesn't. It doesn't get that. It's the coolest thing. Anyway, but it does shaders. Not the water parts, but other parts they shader. So I don't know. Up to you. Yeah. So good luck with the grind, and yeah. So that is the Solstice event 2025, and I'm gonna keep grinding. Yeah.